Meet Sizzie Dinwa. Her fitness journey began during her first year of university as a way to cope with academic pressure and stress.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Guys, she's coming all the way from 𝘠𝘪. Our guests, they coming from all over the place, so don't be shy. If you're also from wherever, come through. We shoot from 𝘠𝘰𝘮𝘺, you know where we're at. Anyways, I know you came all the way from 𝘠𝘪 to the server. Why?
So one of the reasons I actually came is partly because it's my birthday.
I remember when I used to make that excuse, like, I don't have time to come to the gym, and then I realized I can gym from home, you know. If you don't have time and you maybe working from home, you can, gym in your tea break or in your lunch break, get a quick session in, and there's your gym completed.
Yeah.
You think the gym is just like the building, but actually it's the workout and it's the exercise.
What I would say, keep the misunderstanding or misconception about running, that it's so boring, so long, what are you running away from, what are you chasing? Then when I started, I really was just frustrated, I was struggling, and also I was overweight. So, and I didn't have much energy, and in Stellenbosch there's a walking culture everywhere. So I was constantly exhausted, and I didn't enjoy it initially, but over time I started losing weight, and that really encouraged me.
Healthy mind, healthy body, right?
But I must say I do sometimes struggle a bit with my mental health. But again, like coming to the gym, it helps that. Like when you were saying, like fitness, I always say actually the days that I'm tired and I did not want to come to the gyms are usually the days I enjoy the most. And I sometimes say to people as well, when you really cannot get yourself to the gym, just go to the gym and just sit there. But sit at the gym, obviously you're not just going to sit there.
Most people struggle with consistency, right? What have you done when the motivation phase, that first spark fire, when that ended? And it's always like a hurdle to get past that stage. So what have you done when that motivation stage, like kind of, ended?
Done a lot, and there's many times where I've dropped off fitness and then I find it again. Then I dropped off and then I find it again. And at first I actually used to like almost be overly critical with myself, like, oh my God, why am I not consistent?
What is one advice you give somebody who's scared to join a gym or start their first run?
Just start. And don't come thinking you need to be perfect, have the right gear. Just start.
Start, bro.
Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to another 𝘠𝘰𝘮𝘺 podcast. Today we are joined by Sizzie, one of Sports SA run ambassador. She's all about stress to strength, and today's story she will be sharing on how fitness changed her life. Bro, you know how we do it on the podcast? Hit us with her bio.
Man. So, meet Sizzie Dinwa. Is that how you say it? Yeah, okay, cool. You see how I sing it, bro? Her fitness journey began during her first year of university as a way to cope with academic pressure and stress. I feel that though, it helps a lot. What started as an escape quickly became a lifestyle after she experienced significant physical and mental transformation. Over the years, her relationship with exercise has evolved from simply losing weight to chasing personal growth, building resilience and enjoying movement. Today, she's completed numerous road races, including the 2024 Cape Town Marathon, and continues to inspire others to embrace fitness as a lifelong journey rather than a short-term goal. Very good. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Guys, she's coming all the way from 𝘠𝘪. Our guests, they coming from all over the place, so don't be shy. If you're also from wherever, come through. We shoot from 𝘠𝘰𝘮𝘺, you know where we're at. Before getting to the podcast or into the shoot, we have this tradition where we check up on people's mental, how the week has been. Today I'll kick it off though. I'll start today. I know. I had a very good week, honestly, very good week. 4 days at the gym. pushed through. I was recovering from flu, but I managed. Friday, yesterday, I had the best session I haven't had in a long time. Honestly, I was in my best gym mode.
In your element.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Did you do full body or what?
I did arms, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did
Understandable.
arms yesterday. Come on, no.
Arms and chest, and you're like, it's the best job
Yeah,
I've
those two,
ever.
definitely. So I had a very good week.
Yeah.
Still recovering from flu, but I'm 99.9%. How was your week?
Yo, my week has been a bit hectic, I'm not gonna lie, up and down, doing very different things, but it's a blessing.
Even today.
Yeah, even today. I almost missed the shoot, guys. Literally, they slotted me in last minute. So, but I would take it as a blessing to be busy,
Yeah.
Like back in the days, you always used to be busy with the wrong things.
Yeah.
Now it's a blessing to be busy with the right things,
Yeah.
Being there for the family, coming to gym, having a balanced lifestyle,
It's a
Because
lot,
if you don't
bro.
have a balanced
lot.
lifestyle, and your mental health is also going to be unbalanced if you think about it.
Before
right?
you got here, we were actually speaking about it, like how people make the excuse of making time.
Yeah.
Like people always say, I don't have time to exercise, to do something. But you find time and you create time,
I mean, there's 24 hours in a day.
We all have the same
Yeah.
hours, but I was saying our schedule might not be the same,
Yeah,
but always try and find time to, to better yourself, to fight the things that we don't see, which is the mental,
True.
So yeah.
I remember when I used to make that excuse, like, I don't have time to come to the gym. And then I realized I can gym from home, If you don't have time and you may be working from home, you can, gym in your tea break or in your lunch break, get a quick session in, and there's your gym completed.
Yeah.
You think the gym is just like a building, but actually it's the workout and it's the exercises,
the energy you need with the people and all
true.
that.
So you will always have time,
Always.
if you prioritize
Great
properly,
time. Great
You
time.
will put the energy and the time in it if you love it.
Definitely.
Yeah. How about you? How's your week?
My week was very crazy work-wise.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's wild out
Really,
here.
really crazy. But again, I was also very consistent in the gym actually.
Nice.
So I typically train between 5 to 6 days a week.
In the evening.
In the evening, definitely an evening person, not a morning person. But I'm here in the morning today. So yeah, but I was very consistent, and I actually find gym for me as a way of like, if I've gone to the gym, I find that it balances my day better.
Yeah.
And I always feel when I haven't been to the gym that something is missing. But I try to make sure that I get like a day or two max, like in a week, for resting.
Yeah.
I prioritize that, and
Rest is
sleep
very important.
for me is so important.
Yeah.
Like if I haven't slept as well, I always feel it in my workouts.
Yeah.
Always.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, happy birthday. It's her
Thank
birthday
you.
today. Yeah, it's her birthday today.
Are you going to sing us a song? There?
Come on, no. I can't
Get
sing to
the
save my
piano
life.
out.
I can't sing to save my own life. So
Yeah.
all I can say is we hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
And thank you for making time on your birthday, joining us, to share your story, to share your journey. Anyways, I know you came all the way from Paarl to East River. Why?
So one of the reasons I actually came is partly because it's my birthday.
Okay, all right.
And I actually grew up in East River.
I was surprised.
Yeah, I grew up in East River. And I went to school just here where the race actually started in Stratford. Then I went to Malibu afterwards. So when I actually saw that there would be a race, like a 15K in East River, I was like, why not? Like go back where I grew up. So
Run it back.
exactly. And I really like, especially on my birthdays, I always see it as like the first day of a new year for me. So I was like, you know what, it would be great to actually go on a run and just be outside, catch up with some friends, grab coffee afterwards. So that's actually partly the reason I came this side, because I obviously could have ran like where I live. But I just wanted to come back to base and have my friends also here, because that's where I met many of them. So
Okay, nice. What is one thing people assume about runners that are completely wrong? You're such a runner. I mean, you are one of the ambassador for Sport SA run. Maybe take us through that, how you got in, how you found yourself running, because most people obviously I would say they find running exhausting.
Yeah.
You know, it is exhausting. It takes a lot of energy.
I'm not gonna lie, it is low-key actually.
Yeah.
But for you, you're like an ambassador of running. So, what is that one thing
Run
people, assume?
So, I'm probably going to start with the second bit of your question and then I'll come back to the first bit. Partly why I started running and became an ambassador for Sport SA is it really started organically for me. Like, I've always been at the gym. I actually prefer being at the gym and lifting weights more than I prefer running.
Yeah.
But what I've actually found in the gym is that everybody has their headphones on, they're busy plugged in, locked in their own workouts. And you don't create community easily.
Yeah.
Whereas running is very different. I moved to Paul, a place that I know no one in. I was at the gym. I found myself within a year and I still haven't met the kind of people that I wanted to meet at the gym. Because we're all plugged in to our own schedule.
Your own space.
So
I'm guessing that's a commercial gym. Here,
it is. It is a commercial
different.
gym.
Here you're going to make a lot of friends.
Really?
Honestly. Yeah.
That it's Virgin Active. So it's very commercial and everybody's like,
Yeah.
you know? And then, so I actually started running because I wanted to be a part of community, wanted to meet younger people. Started running. I really enjoyed it. And because there's an extroverted element to myself and I also love giving back.
Okay.
So I really just inquired on, how can I be involved in the community, not just meeting people?
Yeah.
And then that's how I became like a captain, started giving back. And it's been 3 years. I really, really enjoy it. I love also seeing people and trying to change the perspective of running. Because I also had that. I thought it was so exhausting, so boring.
Yep.
Where would people actually be running? Like just wake up in the
Where are
morning
you
and then you
running?
just
Yeah.
run.
What
What are you chasing?
Who you running away from? You know? Who's chasing you?
Sometimes we are running away from stuff
Hey,
and
man.
people.
But you need to come back at the end of the day again.
But then when I started running, I realized the mental clarity that it gives you.
Yeah.
I realized that space that it really gives you. It's very different to like lifting weights. Like when I lift weights, you're pumped up, you feel, and
I feel
everything.
like you can take on the world. you know?
Running does the same,
you
but
start
it's just different.
Fighting.
I found that mental clarity, that sense of community, and runners are some of the most sweetest people, whether they know you or they don't know you.
Yeah, I think
So-
that's one thing I would say yes to, because when you're outside running, like even if you're running on your own and you meet other person, they always greet, they always say hi. Like
Yes.
it's never like the same energy you get in the gym. That energy of everybody's plugged in, they don't even greet. It's
Yeah.
not the same as on the street. It's not. So
Not the
yeah,
same.
Definitely.
So that's what I would say, the misunderstanding or misconception about running, that it's so boring, so long, what are you running away from, what are you chasing?
How do you build stamina?
Exactly, how do you build stamina? And the thing is, the more you do it, the better you become. Like
Gets
anything,
better.
it gets better. So you need to run, but also start slow. Like start with 1 kilometer for like a week or something, and then you improve, get better, and increase over time. Same thing with lifting weights, progressive overload. You're not just going to jump in and like start lifting heavy. Start small, build up gradually. So the misconception is the fact that it's so boring and everything, but it's not for everyone as well. Like just even walking, you can literally just go there, and that's also another misconception. People think you must get there and you must just run.
Just start
I
running
ran
on the spot.
15 kilometers today, but I bet you I walked 12 out of the 15.
Okay.
as
So that's
long as you showed up.
exactly.
You
You
showed
don't have
up.
to be running all the way,
No,
so you
you
can
don't.
walk in between.
Okay, so I see it as running clears your mind and like
It
gives you
really
a
does.
refresh. And
It
the,
really
the,
does.
the fresh oxygen outside is probably amazing too,
Exactly.
Yeah, I was
Instead of
actually
just in the
gonna
gym
ask-
space the whole time.
Yeah, I was gonna ask,
Yeah.
would you prefer running on a treadmill or outside?
Outside.
any day.
Outside.
Any day.
Yeah.
To be honest, if I'm not playing football, I don't run. But if I would choose, it would be outside.
Outside.
It
And the
would be
sun,
outside.
vitamin D. We don't get much of that.
True.
And it also sets, especially for morning people, like it sets your 𝘠𝘰𝘮𝘭𝘥 something rhythm. And also you need vitamin D. Like it helps with your mood, boosting
It
it.
does. It
So, yeah.
All right, let's take it back in the year of university. What was happening in your life that made you, walk into the gym for the first time, started when you started your fitness, then what was happening? Like, take us through that.
What is happening in my life is, I think it was firstly culture shock. I went to 𝘸𝘰𝘥𝘺 University, typically very Afrikaner, very white.
Yeah.
Coming from a predominantly colored / black community,
Yeah.
you get there, you're another. It's a culture shock. And I was living in 𝘠𝘰𝘏, and all those students had like fancy this and fancy this, and you're just like...
Some are driving, by the way. Fancy cars. Fancy
and
cars.
you're just like, yeah.
Driving better cars than the teachers.
Bro.
And then also the academia. The academia was quite like different to like coming out of Malibu, for example.
Yeah.
And then you get there, and the level of education was like on another level. And I'm an overachiever. Like I don't start something and not finish.
True.
So I got there and I was like, I know I'm gonna finish this degree.
Yeah.
It's a matter of how. And then when I started, I really was just frustrated. I was struggling.
Okay.
And also I was overweight.
Okay.
So, and I didn't have much energy, and in stellenbosch there's a walking culture everywhere. So I was constantly exhausted, and luckily in stellenbosch there's also a culture of exercise and running and walking and everything.
Yeah.
So I just plugged into that. I started, and I was like, okay, I didn't enjoy it initially, but over time I started losing weight, and that really encouraged me.
Oh, motivation there.
Exactly. I started getting more energy, started being more mental clarity again.
Yeah.
And we were hiking in the mountains in Stellenbosch
What a
every other
beautiful
weekend.
scenery. That's why we always go for hiking. Stellenbosch and hiking trails.
Yeah.
Plenty. So many. Yeah.
So
That's why I don't understand people who just hikes Lion's Head. I'm like, have you been to Stellenbosch? Do you know how Stellenbosch is?
very beautiful.
Bro.
Very beautiful.
Yeah.
And I lived in a race called 𝘠𝘰𝘥𝘺, which is basically by the mountain or close to 𝘠𝘰𝘮.
Yeah,
so
I
we
see
were
that.
always there.
Up in the mountains.
So it just became like a culture, and then and I really saw the benefits even in my schoolwork.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like, because I was doing something else other than just varsity, I actually enjoyed studying when I was studying, because I gave myself the time to actually move my body. And I find that actually even today, like with work, I get more energy to do work because I actually make time for myself to move my body. So, yeah.
Okay. Did you ever think fitness would become part of your identity?
I think at some point I started thinking it when I was in university, because a lot of people would be Sizzie, that gym girl, or Sizzie, that girl who's at some mountain somewhere. But I never really, come to think of it, it actually is my identity now as well. Have I ever thought it would ever be part of my identity? Now I believe yes, without a doubt, because it is my lifestyle. It actually informs my values. It informs my dedication. It informs people I like associating myself to, because I also like that I like people around me that are also driven in their way, because I feed off it as much as they feed off certain parts of who I am. And
Bro, do you have a question for her?
They say, just to go with that, they say you are the sum of the 5 people you surround yourself with the most, you know. So
we're talking about, we spoke a lot before you came. We spoke a lot.
I'm already in tune, bro. I'm always in spirit, bro.
Honestly, we spoke about, because I was saying that I have a friend who stays in Park, and she asked me, is he also into fitness? I'm like, all my friends that I'm surrounded with, they're into fitness, or they're hiking, or they're doing something that's being active. So, honestly, I do understand when you say, fitness has become part of your identity.
It
I feel
informs my values.
it's part of mine too, because gym has helped me in so many ways that I can't explain. Honestly, I can't explain. And I did say it before, for you to experience what we are experiencing, you have to be part of it, or you have to do it.
You need to do it.
You need to
you
do
have
it.
to be in it.
Because people that always see us going to the gym or running or walking or doing something that's active, and they ask, how do you do it? And honestly, it's not
yearns.
it's not easy to answer that question. It's not easy, because I can say I got used to it, but somebody else will be like, but how? I got used to showing up all the time. Consistency. We always speak about consistency. showing up. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter 5
Doing
minutes,
hard
10
things.
minutes, trying something different, honestly. So
I also find that doing hard things for me, it actually teaches me that I've got self-respect more than anything else, and that helps build my confidence. And then people ask, how are you confident? I'm like, it's because I've got evidence that I always show up for myself and I do hard things, and that naturally just makes me confident. And it's difficult to break. Anyone can't just break me because I've got.
You have built a solid
Confidence in
wall.
myself.
Like there's a solid wall that you have built. Okay, but what's healthier today, your body or your mindset? Which is
My
the
mindset. My mindset.
Healthy mind, healthy body, right?
But I must say, I
It
do
all starts
sometimes
with the mind.
struggle a bit with my mental health. But again, like coming to the gym, it helps that.
helps
Like
a
when you
lot.
were saying, like fitness, I always want to say that, or I almost want to say that the weight and everything else, those are byproducts now. I actually don't think about it as much unless I like get into that zone where I'm like, am I cutting now? Am I bulking? Or what am I doing? You know? But most of the time I'm just like living, and I'm just literally doing it because it's a lifestyle. And it helps me in many other ways, like more with my mental health, like managing stress, because I've got a highly stressful job, and I also travel quite a lot. And even when I'm traveling and I don't have access to the gym, which is where the running and the walking comes in, where I'm like, I want to do various things because it is a part of who I am now, like fitness and stuff, because it helps me manage stress, cortisol. It helps me sleep better because I'm tired half the time.
We're all
And I just want
tired.
to rest.
Honestly, we're all tired.
Especially coming to gym tired, you know,
Exactly.
but your mindset shifts just like that when you come to gym tired, and then you're
Does.
locked in, and then you forgot you're tired, you know.
Honestly, 5 minutes at the gym after a stressful day, you forget about it.
Yo, just 5 minutes.
5 minutes into the gym, the moment you start getting and sweating, or even if
Start
you just focusing on what you came to do, the whole day just wipes away.
Yeah.
It just goes away.
And I always say, actually, the days that I'm tired and I did not want to come to the gyms are usually the days I enjoy the most.
Yeah.
And I sometimes say to people as well, when you really cannot get yourself to the gym, just go to the gym and just sit there. But sit at the gym, obviously you're not just going to sit there. You find yourself doing something.
Honestly,
And before you know
that's
it,
the
you...
biggest lie you tell yourself. That is the biggest lie you tell
I mean,
yourself.
I guess that's how you maybe trick yourself to come into the gym. You think you're going to sit, and then you see a few
Exactly.
people working out. And
I mean,
I
you're
need to
not
join.
just
Two
gonna
minutes in, you're just like, oh
You're
wow,
not
I
gonna
don't want to
sit.
be here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I have a question. So, most people struggle with consistency, right? What have you done when the motivation phase, you know, that first spark fire, when that ended? And you know, it's always like a hurdle to get past that stage. So what have you done when that motivation stage, like, kind of, when I say ended?
That's a very good question. I like it. Especially back in your university days, I would say. I'm sure you have hit a lot of hurdles that time.
When you
There's
start,
been a lot, and there's many times where I've dropped off fitness and then I find it again, then I drop off and then I find it again. And at first I actually used to like almost be overly critical with myself, like, oh my god, why am I not consistent? And then you just realize it's a journey. But I've luckily now made consistency, it's something I need to do in the day. I need to go to the gym. And it also helps, like, where you know you're working different parts. So this is how I trick my brain now.
okay,
Like, where I'm
alright.
like, okay,
Taking notes.
Mondays, glutes day. We cannot miss glutes day. And they're so intensive. Like, anything legs for me is very intensive. And then I know I only have one opportunity in the week to do that specific muscle group. And I'll come back next week. And obviously, because we progressively overload and stuff, you know that if you miss this opportunity, you're going to struggle next week.
Okay.
And then the next day, I'll do like upper body, and then let's say, for example, back. And then the next day, I do something else like legs, quads, calves, and so on. And this is how I trick myself, where I'm like, I need to go, because if I don't go, I miss the opportunity to do that specific muscle group. And I don't think I've got an answer now, because it's so natural, like, for me. Like, I genuinely, and honestly, my body yearns to go to the gym.
To be active, you know.
It really yearns.
Because you're so used to it, and into it, you're sitting still for long. You're like, I can't.
Exactly.
You know?
And actually, another thing that I forgot, the challenges help.
Okay.
Like a lot of people say the 75 hard doesn't work or whatever. It sometimes helps because it forces you, especially when you're starting off, like just to get into the habit. And then once you get into the habit, it almost becomes a bit easier. And you see the results.
Like a routine. It becomes a routine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, social media often makes fitness look perfect. But was that something or that one thing that people don't get to see behind the races, the gym sessions, all the achievement that you have achieved? Because many people see us, running, working out, and they don't know actually what happens behind.
Yeah.
So what's that something people don't get to see that you would say?
Half the time I don't want to do it.
100%. So true. Yeah.
Yeah. Half the time I have to
that's
convince
facts.
myself to just...
I love it when people tell the truth. Usually, some people would just lie. Like, I'm always there, 5 o'clock in the morning.
It's
I'm
not
there.
always the same, bro. Energy sometimes drops.
Every day, especially as a female. We've got different phases of our menstrual cycle as well, and it really affects how we work out.
Yeah.
And I'm always so envious with men. Like when you guys like exercise, like sometimes I'm just like, oh, you guys come here with all the energy. You can always lift heavy and everything. With us, it is different.
Yeah.
And again, I listen to my body. I've learned to really understand the cues that my body gives me. Where it's like, no, take it easy. Just do the best that you can. Like, it doesn't always have to be long sessions. I tend to have like an hour, 30-minute sessions.
That's our time.
And
yeah.
that is long for somebody that's just starting.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm like, I'm listening to music and getting pumped up and dancing at the gym and just enjoying myself.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so long. But maybe it should be 15 minutes, an hour.
No, honestly, I think gym session doesn't have a time span limit. I think it's all about you as a person and how much time you have on your plate.
Yeah.
How much you want to push. So yeah, it can be 10, could be 15, could be an hour.
Yeah.
It just depends on individual. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, you completed, one of the biggest marathons, famous Sanlam Cape Town Marathon. 42.2 kilometers. That's a lot. That's a lot. I've never read that. I'm still to do it.
I'm still not
no,
to do it.
That's a serious distance. Yeah.
42 is as mental.
We have spoken to a few other marathon runners. They all have different views and how they train, what goes the mental. But for you, that was the first, right?
That was my first.
Yeah.
My first and only to date.
Okay. Still planning to do another one?
Hey, that distance. Yeah, I think I will do it again. I've actually said after I ran that, I was like, I am telling myself that I will run one marathon a year. Okay. That's what I told myself, not more. One marathon a year, because it's very time consuming.
Yeah, you need to train.
It is so time consuming.
Prepare yourself properly.
Yeah.
Properly, and you need at least 3 months.
At least 3 months.
More better, because it's really intensive.
Is that for a beginner who's just starting out?
I would even say more for a beginner, like 5 months.
Okay.
Like somebody who at least have like
time.
a baseline level of fitness.
Yeah.
I had a baseline level of fitness because I was at the gym and I was running 5Ks here and there. But you need more time. I realized that my favorite distance is a 15K. That's what I realized.
I would say it's the perfect distance compared to your 21s. 21, you're stretching it now.
Yeah.
You start feeling your legs. After 17, 18K, you start feeling your legs. So 15 for somebody who wants to start and challenge themselves is a good distance.
And also not all the time.
Yeah.
I would say 5 kilometers here and there. Every week I try to run a 5 kilometer.
Okay.
I've been struggling in winter, like running.
All of us.
But every week when it's nice and warm, 5 kilometers, get it in the week to get the cardio. And then like when I get into races, 10Ks, I enjoy 10Ks. I like finishing before I get bored.
Okay.
And I also realize I don't like endurance running.
Yeah.
Like I'll do the marathons and everything else, but the training is crazy for me, and also it takes me away from the kind of lifting that I like to do, because I like lifting heavy.
Okay.
And when you're running, lifting heavy makes you feel heavy.
True.
So you actually cannot be lifting heavy when you're going to be doing like a lot of running endurance.
That's probably why I can't run so much anymore. You know, because
you're
I was
lifting heavy.
Yep, and I obviously picked up a lot of weight, you know, before, like, yeah, and then I just got stronger with the weights and things. But my mistake was I didn't do too much body weight exercise, you know, how to carry yourself properly and how to work with your own body weight. That's why
And
running
running
would
is
be a
also a
struggle.
one-legged sport.
Yeah.
So when we were at the 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘭𝘥, the fitness, that short run we did,
Bro.
I felt my shins. I'm like, bro, it's just around the corner, but my shins is busy.
It
It
was
feels like there's a pulse
half
in
a
my shins, bro.
kilometer.
Yo, and I was busy breathing like a dog there, bro. I was like, it's just around the corner. But that was my mistake, and
Yeah,
obviously
okay.
you live and you learn, right? So
Yeah.
No, definitely.
yeah, so I need to take it at another angle to work
Yeah.
with my body.
And
Also,
proper
yeah.
training.
Yeah, proper training, true.
Yeah.
We always think it's just about getting muscle and getting strong and doing a lot of weights, but proper training is definitely needed, yeah.
Yeah. What is one advice you'd give somebody who's scared to join a gym or start their first run?
What is one advice? Just start.
Just start.
And don't come thinking you need to be perfect,
Yeah,
have the right gear. Just start.
Just start, bro.
Even today, like I was seeing a lot of people running, and I could automatically identify that it wasn't the right shoe for them because maybe of they're pronating or something. And I was like, I'm just glad that they started with what they have.
Okay.
Like literally, just start.
Okay. Just start. Guys, yeah, we always say, always.
Just do it, yeah.
Just do it.
Start,
Just
yeah.
start.
Piece by piece.
Yeah.
And you'll figure it out. You don't have to have it all figured out when you're starting.
No.
No one has it figured out when they're starting.
We all had to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest start is your mindset, honestly. Getting out of that comfort zone of, I need to get out of the couch or
Of the bed, yeah.
and just go walk. It's the biggest fight you can have.
Oh.
And I think most people are struggling with that. Just starting, I
Yeah.
think it's the biggest fight that they're going through. But as you say, the moment you start doing it and your body adjusts to it nicely, and you start enjoying it.
Yeah, and start
Yeah.
slow.
Start slow.
Like,
Walk.
don't try to do everything
At
too
once,
soon at once.
Yeah.
Start with telling yourself every day, I just need to walk
Yeah.
5 kilometers. Oh, but maybe 5 kilometers is a bit much. Or every day I need to walk at least 5 minutes to 10 minutes, and just be consistent with that.
Consistent.
Over time, your body is naturally going to tell you that I am ready to now move on to the next step, where you can do a bit longer distances.
Yeah.
Or come to the gym and you start lifting a bit heavier, or be on the treadmill,
Yeah.
walk there on an incline.
Come and sit.
Just start.
I
And
think-
also don't be intimidated. You know the thing,
Other
gym
people.
is also intimidating,
Yeah.
guys.
Gym is
Totally.
very intimidating. We have said
Especially
it
when you
before,
start.
especially for the beginners.
Yeah, it's very intimidating.
Like, it is.
Not knowing how to use the equipment, use the stuff around to just show you the basics.
yeah.
Yeah.
But also, another key is also social media. It also has made it accessible for people to at least know how to use specific machines.
Educate yourself,
Yeah,
the
educate
proper
yourself,
form and all of
yeah.
those things.
Yes. Form you might not get immediately because
Okay, yeah,
sometimes
you
you
work on
need
that,
as
yeah.
you work
You
on
need
that.
somebody to
But just
guide.
start.
Yeah.
Just
Just
start
start.
and don't try to have it all figured out.
No. Yeah. Use the social media the right way.
Yeah,
Honestly.
it's a
Yeah.
tool if it's
It's a
used
tool.
properly.
Yeah, it can break you or make you. Yeah.
I think the negative thing with that is the common enemy is comparison.
Yep.
You're comparing
that is
your 5 days of starting with
You have
maybe
said
his
that
5
before.
years.
Yeah, you have said that
Yeah,
before.
you can't compare yourself
You're
with
right.
someone. You should compare yourself with yesterday, with we were yesterday.
Or
Not
even your
somebody
body,
not
like
someone
body
else.
types. If you look
Yeah.
and you think, I should be here, people are different.
Yeah.
Our bodies react differently.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into some fun segment. We do have a fun segment on our podcast.
Okay.
This is where we find out what interests you. Nothing hectic. This one is called complete the sentence. So I'm gonna read out something and then you have to complete it out.
Okay.
Running is
Interesting.
Difficult but satisfying.
Okay.
I would agree to that. Yeah. after when you're done that run, the sweat, the way the body feels, it's satisfying.
It's like an achievement, right?
It's an achievement, bro.
It's the same with the gym. If you feel
Yeah.
tired in your muscles, so I feel good. You know,
You feel
people
good
be like,
after you
I'm in
work out.
pain. I feel
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm in pain. You know, yeah. I'm glad I'm in pain. You know.
The gym is
For me, very empowering, and it shows that I'm very strong.
yeah.
Cool. So maybe one day you should do bench pressing with us.
Yeah.
You're gonna join us there. We will join you for legs one day. You know.
I was going through her social media. She's more into legs.
Legs,
glutes,
yeah.
as she
Okay.
said.
No, but I'm working arms now.
Yeah.
I'm doing
Let's
back
go. Let's go.
now.
Let's go.
Sexy
So,
back, you know,
Yeah.
to send this around this
Definitely
corner.
working
Can
with
you
the
start
body.
posing?
Yeah.
You know exactly. Give me like 2 months. So
Yeah.
2 months, okay.
Yeah.
People need to stop.
people need to stop.
Being lazy.
No, sorry, I need to think about this
Yeah.
one. Ooh, this is hard. People need to stop thinking starting is difficult.
Just that. Just that. Everyone should try.
Oof, your prompts, ne?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody should try at least walking or being active 3 days, minimum 3 days a
At
week.
least, yeah. At
least.
least.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least I agree with that. Yeah.
Last one. My biggest fitness mistake was
Wanting to do too much too soon.
Yeah.
everybody. I think when
And
you're
then you get
starting
injured.
out, get injured.
And then you even out
Get
of the game for
discouraged.
longer, you get discouraged.
You start
Don't
doubting
see the
yourself.
progress,
Yeah.
you don't see the progress.
Maybe this is not for me.
And then you end up stopping.
Yeah, that's how it usually goes. Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, do you have one last question for her before I ask one question that we always, ask our guest? If not, I do have one from my side.
Okay.
Yeah. Your mental weight still weight, obviously. What's one mental weight fitness has helped you carry little and easier? Like one thing that made it easier for you mentally.
Sorry, can you clarify that again with me?
So-
Rephrase.
Mental weight is still weight. That's one of our slogan. That's our slogan. But what's that one mental weight fitness has helped you carry a little easier? Like it made it easier for you in terms of training, running,
Endurance,
Endurance.
consistency.
consistency,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Building strength and building muscle, I would say for me has made it easier because then it prevents me from getting a lot of like injury related issues. So I would say muscle is my insurance
Yeah.
for life.
Definitely.
And yeah, it also really contributes towards your mental health as well in a lot of different ways. But yeah, it really has become like a form of like insurance for me in different parts. Whether I'm running or anything, it helps prevent injuries.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, growing up, osteoporosis and all of those bone density
Yeah.
topics and things, the more muscle you have, and you also just look good with muscle.
Definitely.
Like you actually walk in a room and you command space.
Yeah, you command
and people can
respect.
tell when somebody gyms
Yeah.
and they
They
lift
can
muscles.
tell, they can see. Yeah. Even walking on the street.
True. I have two questions.
Two. Okay.
All right, cool. First of all, like, so sometimes I'm a bit. I'll give you the scenario, right? Maybe it's true. Sometimes I'm a bit hard-headed before I wanna run or work out. Just how important is stretching before doing?
Oh, yeah.
Very
You wanna
She does Pilates.
Me, bro.
Yeah.
I would be like, stretching is me doing light weights and then afterwards doing the heavy
Yes,
weights.
stretching is very important.
Okay.
It also just helps to like lubricate certain parts of your body,
Okay.
and it also helps to not fatigue yourself quick enough as you're running, and stretching before and after actually,
Okay.
and helps that speeding of recovery as well. So even foam rolling and all the different things when you're at the gym, loosening up the muscles, it's the same, like for before running.
Yeah.
So, and I must say I'm guilty of not always being consistent with it, but I always remember before and after do something.
Okay.
And Pilates, definitely. It helps with the flexibility and stretch and also
Becoming a thing.
definitely.
Becoming big, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe too much of a social media hype, but
Like a trend vibe, right?
exactly like a
Yeah.
trend. But Pilates definitely also serves its own function.
Okay.
Do males do Pilates?
You should be doing
should.
Pilates, yes.
I've never seen
Yeah,
it.
no.
I
I
always
don't
love
think
it.
I've seen a video or any male.
Oh, I
Maybe
see
they,
a lot
they,
of
they
them,
do it
but
in the
like from
silence,
the
you
UK.
know. Like the guys with the hip thrusting machine do it in the silence, you know. They don't show it on social
Yeah, you
media.
never get
No,
to
I
see it.
actually see a lot of content, especially like UK or like
okay, cool.
especially in the UK, like with men,
Yeah.
and they get especially powerlifters and strength training guys, and they get them to do Pilates because they think, it's dainty, it's just for females, and they get there and they're like literally shaking and like, what is this?
It's a different aspect of working out, right?
Because it works
Yeah.
like muscles that you don't typically target, like with like strength training.
Yeah.
Because strength training usually works like on your bigger muscles,
Yeah.
whereas the Pilates, it's that muscle that you don't even think about.
Yeah, yeah.
Like in your back, like somewhere, and in your stomach, like the
Your
lower
core.
parts, like your
Okay.
core.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I'm guilty of that, yeah. The core. But
And it
let's
helps
not
with
go there.
flexibility.
Yeah. So, you a runner, right? And you love working out. What do you think about supplements or vitamins, multivitamins? What do you use?
Good question.
Okay, I'm going to speak for both running and also strength training. I run, but I wouldn't consider myself more of a runner that actually do endurance exercise like
Exercises.
21s and above. I don't do them often. I do a few like a year.
Yep.
And then usually you'll use the gels, or well, I'll use the gels, but mostly I eat carb load like a few days before.
Okay.
Because you know you're going to lose quite a lot of calories.
Yeah.
And in the morning, I'll usually have like oats, banana, and peanut butter. And then I don't need as much food or things in between.
Yeah.
Because I personally don't like the gels. I don't even like the taste of them. They also work on my, like they don't treat my stomach really well.
Yeah.
So I usually stay away from them. But for the gym, I use protein.
Yes.
I use BCCA and creatine. Definitely creatine. Even the days that I'm not exercising,
Yeah.
I'm
Super-
always
superpower
using creatine.
creatine.
Yeah, it also
Yeah.
helps with your
mind,
mental
right?
clarity.
Yeah, your
Oh
thinking
my
becomes.
word.
Been preaching
Yeah,
that.
you're-
We've been
It
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
isn't just, and I genuinely didn't even know you guys had like creatine there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that is my fighter.
True. If
She's
that's one
definitely my
supplement
fighter.
I would use for it will just be creatine.
Yeah, creatine.
Definitely.
And drink a lot of water.
Yeah, so
Creatine.
else it don't work, right?
Yeah. And they say it's not good for like your kidneys
Yeah.
if you're not drinking
You
as
need to
much
filter
water.
it out also.
Exactly, and it also works because then it does the retention to your muscles and like
With the weight,
all the water.
especially by your joints, it helps me a lot also. I don't have
Exactly.
as much problems
Yeah.
with my knees anymore because
Because you
I
take
feel like it's
it
lubricated a bit, you know.
Yeah.
I still have to do the proper form and things, or else I'll still hear that clicking, you know, like you're playing games and you click and click.
Yeah.
That's literally what my knee
Yeah.
does.
Okay. Do you have any question for us before we
No,
close?
not at all.
Okay. So we do have one traditional question that we ask our guests
Yes.
before we close. Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
If you would meet your younger self right now, what would you say to her?
I'm very proud of you.
Okay.
I'm very proud of
Oh,
you.
look at the glow.
Yes.
That's good, that's
No.
different. We always
Yeah,
get
I'm
on
very
to like,
proud of
do
you.
this, do
Yeah,
this, do this.
I'm
But
very proud of
yeah,
you.
that's a
No,
good
I'm very
angle.
proud
Yeah,
of
that's a
you.
good.
Okay.
And you're not doing too bad with this whole adulting thing.
Yeah.
Adulting is tricky, but
Yeah.
I've found mechanisms that help me manage life, and part of it is fitness.
Okay.
Honestly, fitness is gonna change your life. There's no way you're not gonna take care of yourself and not expect something good.
True.
So yeah, she did say just that. And yeah, again, Sizzie, honestly, it was amazing having you on our podcast. Thank you for making time, coming over from Paarl. to joining us.
Nice journey.
Very insightful, very personal episode. I honestly would love to get to know you even more, but yes, you know, we do have so much going on in our life, and yeah, but again, thank you for joining us,
Thank you for having me.
and enjoy your birthday present.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys, as we always say, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time,
Cool. Keep up.
yeah.
Okay.